Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.
Hi guys, it's your girl Gerlinda, and I'm back again today with another mukbang. Today I am doing a Frito chili cheese pie. I used to get my Frito chili cheese pies from Sonic. Sonic no longer has it on the menu, so I thought that I would just start making them myself. So I used the Frito corn chips, the dips, and I used chili, cheese, onions, and jalapenos. So let me say grace and we'll dive right in. Dear Lord, thank you for the food I'm about to receive. May it be nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Let's dive in. I haven't had one of these in a while because I've been the last couple of times I went to Sonic and kind of wanted one. I wasn't able to get it, so I said I'd just make my own. It's so good and it's so simple to make. I mean, just warm you up a can of chili, or if you made some of your own chili, homemade chili, get some Frito chips, corn chips, cheese, onions, and jalapenos, and that's about it. And just stack it as high as you want. If I were doing it for a party, I would just stack it on a platter. If I were doing it for a party, I would just stack it on a platter and probably layer it a couple of times and make it enough for a party. So easy. And so good. It's really good. So guys, what do you guys have planned for 4th of July? Comment down below and let me know what you guys are doing for 4th of July and how you're going to stay safe during the pandemic and celebrate 4th of July. We haven't made any final plans yet. We will probably just stay home. We have a place pretty close to us that is legal to do fireworks, your own fireworks, and they also do a great firework display. And so we may go and just park away from people, from other attendees, and just, you know, have our own fun in our own little area. I mean, I'm all for being safe. I mean, you know, you want to be safe, but you also want to have fun on holidays and live, you know, as normal as possible at the same time. But you definitely, you guys, I have been watching the news daily on this thing, and it is getting bad. It's getting bad, and we've got to be responsible enough to know that it's kind of the ball is kind of in our court, and we have to do all that we can to be mindful of this pandemic and be mindful of the things that you have to do to eliminate or slow the spread of this thing. I mean, if it just means wearing a mask and wearing gloves when you go out, and stay social distancing and distance yourself 6 feet from other people, then why not just do that? I mean, it's just, if that's our only option at this point, that's what I'm gonna do, you know. And I'm gonna but I'm also going to try and live as normal as we can. I mean, now, I mean, it's not normal by any means, but it's our new normal, and it's something that we have to get in a habit of doing and knowing that we're protecting ourselves and others. So we have to do whatever it calls for us to do, to be able to do that. If not, I don't see this thing ending anytime soon. That's my opinion on it. Everybody has an opinion on it, their way of thinking about it, but it's something that if we don't, as a people, do our part, then we will never, it's something that will, I don't see it going away. I mean, it's definitely a downer when it comes to our regular normal life and what we want to do, but to keep safe and to keep yourself safe and to keep others safe, we got to be really cautious about what we're doing, because the celebrating and the gathering is really fun. That's what we're used to, but it's not worth the consequences of what can happen. So I'm asking all of you guys, I love all of my subscribers, I love you guys, and I'd like to see you guys be safe from this thing. So I'm asking all of my subscribers to please promise me and go down the comments and just let me know that you promise that you will social distance, wear your mask, and just be very cautious and be safe during this pandemic. I need to know that you guys are going to do that, because I care for you guys, and I wouldn't want to see anybody. I don't want to see it happen to anybody else. I mean, it's happened to enough people, enough families have been affected, and I just want to see this thing end with all of us intact. You know, I don't want to see anybody lose their life, get really sick, and lose their life. I don't want to see that. I want to see this thing come to an end and everybody be able to go back to normal. That's what I want to see. And I'm serious. Sorry, I'm serious. I want to see you guys in my comment section letting me know that you're going to be safe, that you're going to take precautions, that you're going to do what it takes. You know, the little emoji with the mask on, spam up my comments with those. Let me know you're going to be safe during this pandemic. I want to know that. Guys, I'm drinking water today. Ooh, that's good. You should drink water as much as you can. I love my tea, and I love soda and all of that, but you have to drink water too. Water is the best thing for your body. Your body needs it. Okay, enough of that. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I do want to see you guys be safe. But back to what I was saying, on 4th of July, we have this nice area that we can do fireworks legally, and there's a firework stand right before you get to that place, so you're not going to be buying fireworks and then driving around with them illegally. So it works out great. And then they do a great firework display as well. So we just usually, on a regular day, you know, what we've done in the past is just we would pack our car up. We pack us a ice chest and have, you know, our drinks in the ice chest, and we would bring our lawn chairs and just park back our car in facing where they were going to do the display, and then we would let Ty do his fireworks right there, and it just works out perfect. And so I'm not sure how they're going to do it due to the pandemic. I'm not sure how they're doing it, if they're going to do it differently. I'm going to find out before 4th of July gets here, so we know what to do. But it's a lot of fun. And before that, a lot of years before that, my nephew was small, and my little cousins were small. We used to go to another area that was kind of like that, and they really enjoyed that. My nephew Rodre and my cousins, I call them little cousins, but they're grown up now. They're all grown up now, and I still call them my little cousins. But my little cousin Alonzo and my little cousin Brejon and my nephew Rodre, man, we would have a ball with them on holidays, and they just loved everything that we had set up and planned for them. They just couldn't wait, and they'd be so excited about it, about what we were going to do. And we would have, our cookout or whatever, and then we would go do fireworks, and they would be all over it. Man, they would be so excited. And when I would always make bags for them for whatever holiday it was. I would make them like a bag or full of things just themed around the holiday, so they would love and look forward to their bag every year. And like 4th of July, I had one year found this really cute, ridiculous 4th of July hats. They were the cutest thing, and so I bought those for them all. I bought them all American flag themed flip-flops. I bought them fans, the little handheld fans that you could wear around your neck. Man, they just would have a ball. And then I filled the bags with, like, what I call the fake for fireworks, the little poppers and stuff. I filled the bag with that. Lots of 4th of July candy, just over the top bag for them. And they loved and looked forward to it. And I thought that was just, I love to excite them like that. They just will be all over it. And we would go and do our fireworks and have a ball. A lot of us would go. Like my little cousin Keontae, she would go with us, and we just would have fun. A lot of fun with the kids when they were growing up. Yeah, we would just plan things and just start buying things to for the celebration that we were planning. On Easter, we'd have Easter egg hunts with them, and a lot of times, just on Christmas, a lot of times they would spend time at home. We would just leave that for like you spend time at home with your parents, or on Christmas. But every other holiday that we spent together, that's how we did it. I just kind of missed a lot of the kids being young. I mean, I don't have kids, so they were my kids. My little cousins and my little nieces and nephews. I told you about my niece Tori the other day. They were all like my kids, so I would have fun with them when they were growing up. God, this is good, guys. It's pretty big, but I'm gonna try it. Try and finish it. About 12:58 p.m. here. So this is lunch. This is my lunch today. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Today here in Oklahoma City, it's kind of, you could say cloudy, and it's very windy. Now I know that Sahara Desert sandstorm or whatever kind of storm it is supposed to blow in, but I'm not sure when. But I'm thinking that must have something to do with why it's so windy and why it's so hazy. It's kind of probably the dust particles moving in from that. Man, I mean, it's like one thing after another. You're just like, wow, what else is coming? But you just have to stay positive, guys. Prayer. I believe in praying about things that I don't understand or things that I am wondering about. And pray. My prayers are usually answered when I do that. So I'm praying daily, nightly about this pandemic and praying that it goes away and that it doesn't harm do any more harm, you know, to families and to human beings. You know, it's very, you know, you try to stay positive now. That's my goal, is to stay positive and to not worry and to just pray and hope that, you know, pray in hopes that prayer will turn this thing around. And that's all I can do. I mean, that's all we can do, is try and protect ourselves and pray. If you believe in prayer, you know, and I do. I believe in prayer. I believe it works. I was taught that growing up, and so that's what I believe. And keeping a positive outlook on things. I understand that you have a positive outlook on things, and then when they don't change, it's a little discouraging. But you just continue praying, and continue staying positive, continue being kind to people, continue helping people when you need to, or when they need you. Just be good. Be as good as you can be. Anytime there's something negative going on in the world, just be good. Be good, be positive, and pray. That's what I believe. This is so good, guys. It's like, I haven't had it in a while, so it's like, wow. Those jalapenos just makes it right. Just makes it right. And guys, when I get jalapenos, I always get the brand that are, I try to find a brand that are crisp. I don't like mushy jalapenos. I mean, who does? I mean, you know, somebody may, but I don't. I don't like mushy jalapenos. I like them to be crisp and fresh. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Man, water hits the spot sometimes. I think your body lets you know when you need water. My body does. Lets me know when I need water. It's like I just get really thirsty and nothing else quenches my thirst, and I know I need water. It's like that's kind of a sign of dehydration coming on, but I drink so many fluids. I mean, it may not always be water. If I drink enough that I stay hydrated enough, but your body just lets you know that you need water. Yeah, so it's good. Mm. Mm. Guys, I've never really been. Thing is, I've never really been a real summer person. I mean, I don't like the heat very much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some of the things that happen in summer, like some of the holidays, but as far as being hot and being in the heat, oh my God, I can't take it. We have, for the past probably 4 years, gone to the Oklahoma City Zoo. And it's usually in summer when we go. And so they've changed the zoo so much since I used to go, back when I was younger, when I used to go. They've changed it so much and they added so much. And I remember going, this was, I want to think, the year before last. And that was my first time going since they've changed everything. And I like going into, my favorite thing at the zoo is I like going to the enclosures. I like going in there because most time they're cool, compared to being outside. At watching the exhibits outside, the enclosures are usually cool. So like when you're talking about like the gorillas, monkeys, and birds, just stuff that you have to go inside to see. That's what I like doing. And so there's an enclosure. It's kind of an enclosure, but it's outside, but it's like it's got a pavilion over it. It's closed, kind of closed in, shaded in anyway. It's like there's shade. So they have where you can pet the stingrays there, and we really like that attraction. We really like doing the stingrays because it's pretty cool in there. It's like when you go in there, it's like it's open around, you can, but it has like I said, like I don't know, a ceiling, a screen or something on top, so there's no sun beaming down on it. So we like being in there. We go in there, and then you can feed them at a certain time. You can feed them, and then you can stick your hand down in the water and touch them. And they tell you not to make a lot of movements in the water. Just stick your hand down there, and they'll come by and let you touch them. But don't make a lot of sudden moves. Well, you have people that don't follow directions, and people who don't follow rules very well. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why people, if you've been told the rules, and directed on what you should be doing. This is a stingray, mind you. We don't know what they will do. You know what I'm saying? So what they're saying is this: we're warning you against making sudden movements and sudden, don't scare them, and don't, because the zookeepers don't know what those animals will do either. They don't know for sure. You know what I mean? So they're trying to stop you before anything happens. Well, you have parents that let their kids just do whatever they want now. Ty was with us, with Ty and I, and he was really kind of scared to put his hand in the water. And I understand that, that's, what is that? You know what I mean? What can this thing do to me? I don't want it to bite my hand off. So what do I do? And I helped him. I kept telling him, Ty, all you have to do is put your hand down in the water and just let them pass by you, and then you'll be able to touch them when they pass by. Well, he wasn't all that keen on doing that. So it took a while watching me and Ty do it a couple of times for him to finally stick his hand in the water. Well, you had kids and grown-ups, mind you, on the other side of the aquarium doing the exact same thing they told them not to do. They are aggravating them. They are, just making a big ruckus with the water. All of the things that the zookeepers told them not to do. And so they just kind of go around and around the aquarium. Sometimes they're low, they don't want you to touch them, and sometimes they'll come up to the surface. And sometimes they come up to the surface and kind of flap their wings. I guess you call them wings, I don't know. Flap their wings or arms or whatever you call it for them. And it's cute, and they're cute. So they go around and around the aquarium, and then there's people all around the outside of the aquarium. That's where you stand and you put your arm in. Well, they were over there making a big ruckus in the water, over there doing, stuff they shouldn't be doing. And they were warned again more than once. Hey, you guys can't do that. You have to, you have to do so, and you have to do it this way. You have to, okay. And so those stingrays, about 3 of them, big ones. They had little ones and big ones. Well, there were 3 big ones that they passed us. We were able to touch them, and they were nice and calm. And they would go around, and when they knew, it's like they knew where the troublemakers were, and they knew that they were gonna get them back or something. It's like they knew this. It's like, so they would come over our side and act real nice and quiet and calm and let us touch them. But then they would go around to the side where the guys and the kids were being, crazy, and splash them. Literally, they were flapping their wings onto the water, and the water would just splash up and just drench them in water. And I thought that was the funniest thing I had seen in a long time. I could not believe that they, I mean, you just don't think that a stingray would have that kind of knowledge, to be able to want to pay them back for doing what they shouldn't be doing, It's like, how do they know that? But anyway, it was funny. It was really funny. But that's what I was trying to say about my main thing about the zoo is that it's really hot in the summertime when you go. And I've been wanting to go to the zoo again, and I've waited too late this year, I think. I just don't want to go. Man, it's so hot, and then they made the thing so big, and then they even have hills and stairs you have to climb. It's awful when it comes to when it's hot outside, And I just barely made it. And you have to go all the way around the zoo in order to get out to the car. I mean, so you're kind of stuck in there if you don't, or you'd have to go back the way you came in order to go outside to the car. So I was trying my best to make it. I didn't have on I had on some shorts and a tank top, and I was still scorched. I was scorching hot. It was hot out there. And the shirt that I had on was just a tank top, but the back of the tank top was like sheer, and then real cool. I would have thought that it was really cool. But the problem is that the shirt was black. And it seemed like the sun was just beaming down. I had on a sun hat. That helped a little bit, but my God, it gets hot at the zoo here. So it's like, my recommendation to anybody who goes to the zoo here in Oklahoma, in the summertime, just wear as minimal, as less clothes as you can. And still stay legal. Be legal with it, but wear the less clothes you can. Wear you a sun hat, and either take plenty of water, I seen people with actual ice chests that roll, like rolling it with them, because you need a lot of water out there. And to be honest, the water and the drinks out there are very expensive. So it's better if you can take it, if they'll let you take in your water and your drinks, then great, because you could save a lot of money there. But it's a fun attraction for summer. I mean, it's a fun thing. But like I said, I will know next time that if we do go during the summer months, that we will definitely go early in the morning, like before it starts to get hot. But every time we decide to go, it's on a whim. It's just like, hey, let's go to the zoo. That'd be fun, And it would be a lot of times too late in the day already that we should have waited until like morning, the next time we go be morning time. So I recommend that. It's like, unless you just love the sun and you want to get a tan and you want to be out there in the heat, fine. That's perfect thing for you. But I do not like heat like that. I mean, like I said, I've said this before, I'm a fall baby. I was born in the fall, and I love the fall weather. And I'm okay with winter until the ice comes. When the ice and snow and stuff comes, I'm not for that. I mean, I love the way it looks. It's gorgeous. Snow and ice is gorgeous. But I don't want to be out in it. I don't want to be out. I don't even want to walk in it, really. I mean, if I could stay inside and look at it, that's more like my speed. But I'm just a fall person. I love fall. The crisp, cool air. And, just everything about fall. I like the holidays in fall. I love Halloween. I love Thanksgiving. I love just the changing of the weather at that point. Like when it changes from hot and it starts to get cool outside, and you can open your windows and, and you want to be out doing stuff all the time because it's so beautiful outside and it's so nice outside. There's no rain, and it's perfect. I love the fall when it's crisp and cool, and you can get your hot chocolate, and you can get it's time to bring the sweaters out again and the hoodies, and it's fun. I love that time of year, and I really do think it has something to do with being born, the year that the months that you're born in, what season you like. I mean, Doesn't have to be that all the time, but a lot of times I think that's what it is. Yeah, so summer is different for me. I mean, I'm usually, I like to be indoors with the air conditioning. Um, I like to be in the car with the air conditioning. I don't like to walk around anywhere in the heat. Um, Ty works and has worked for years in the heat. I mean, all year round. He's been in the oil field before. He's an a union iron worker. They work in the elements all the time. So he really is kind of offended when you say it's hot outside, because he's worked in temperatures that are unbelievable. And so whenever you say it's hot, or if it's cold and you say it's cold outside, he's a little bit offended because he's worked in that all of his, working year, and all of his life, that he timed it from the time he began work. He's worked in those types of temperatures. So I try not to try not to say that all the time, but I am just not a summer person. Like I said, I like the things that come with summer, but I'm not too keen on the hot weather, So, and then I recommend you guys make sure you use sunscreen. I'll do that whenever I go to the zoo and places that I'm gonna be out in the sun. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try to enjoy summer as much as I can, even though it's not my favorite time of year. I'm gonna try to enjoy it, and I'm gonna try to also stay safe during this pandemic and during this summer that we're going through this pandemic. But there are things that we can do that are fun, that we can just do in our own backyards, in our own families. Whoever you're quarantined with, or whoever you're in the house with already now, then if they're not sick or showing symptoms, then have a ball and have fun with them. Have fun with and just stay in contact with your relatives that you're not with during the quarantine, or during this pandemic period, because you're trying to social distance, and you're trying to stay away from as many people as possible, but you also love your loved ones. You love your family, friends, close friends, and co-workers. So my advice to everyone is to just celebrate with who you're with, and don't forget about who may be a little more distant from you. Don't forget about those who love you and care about you but can't be around you. Don't forget about those people. So yeah, I'm done, you guys, for the day. I think I don't think I could eat. Well, there's no more chili on there. When I run out of the chili and the cheese, then I don't want to eat all those chips. So yeah, so guys, try to enjoy summer as much as you can. And also stay cautious and stay safe. Keep your eyes open, and just take your precautions. And like I said, be positive. Prayer, I believe in it strongly. I believe it works. If we all get together and pray. And matter of fact, along with your emoji with the mask, spam up my comments with praying hands. And we know that's our prayer chain, and us praying for this pandemic to come to an end, and to not take any more, tear any more families apart, and take any more, people. It's bad, and I really hope that there's a change soon, for the better. And I pray for you all and your families and your friends and your co-workers. I pray for you all that you come out of this on a positive note, and that's my prayer. So thank you guys for joining me today, and you guys, Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to add your emojis, your mask emoji, and your praying hands. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go down, hit the subscribe button, like and comment, give me a big fat thumbs up on this video if you like it, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.